Get ready for an epic journey through history as we dive into the legendary Ark of the Covenant, a treasure that's been revered by Jews, Christians, and Muslims alike. This mysterious relic vanished over centuries ago after Jerusalem fell to the Babylonians, leaving us with one burning question: where did it go? For thousands of years, people have been on a quest to uncover its hidden location. Today, we're going to untangle the fascinating tale behind this ancient icon and explore how an exciting recent discovery in Israel might just be the breakthrough we've all been waiting for. The Ark holds deep spiritual significance, especially for those connected to the Israelites' heritage. Legend has it that it houses two game-changing tablets, the Ten Commandments received by Moses himself. Let's dive into one of the Bible's most mysterious treasures, the Ark of the Covenant. This golden powerhouse is actually described as a super-advanced wooden chest, smothered in a thick layer of pure, unadulterated gold. And it wasn't just any ordinary chest. It was surrounded by some seriously cool relics that would make even the coolest museum curator jealous. We're talking about Aaron's rod, which proved his worth as God's high priest and served as a visual reminder of those mind-blowing miracles God pulled off for the Israelites. Then there's the bowl of manna, this otherworldly stuff sent from above that sustained the Israelites during their 40-year desert adventure. Talk about a divine snack. Imagine a treasure box like no other. It's lit a stunning work of art known as a mercy seat, adorned with powerful cherubim. These heavenly messengers acted as bridges between humans and God's divine realm. Inside this sacred chest, the very blueprint for life was stored, the rules that God gave his people to follow. Not only are these instructions a testament to God's all-knowing power, but they also showcase his mercy and generosity towards humanity. And it's not just about what's inside. The Ark itself is a monumental symbol of incredible significance. Imagine getting a super detailed plan from the ultimate architect, in this case, God himself. Moses was up on Mount Sinai for an epic 40-day retreat, and when he came back down, he had the most sacred blueprint ever, the instructions to build the legendary Ark of the Covenant. It's said that God told Moses to use acacia wood to create it, and inside, he placed the Ten Commandments in two super powerful tablets. When the Israelites finally set off on their massive 40-year adventure to the Promised Land, the Ark was right at the forefront, leading the way like a divine banner. This thing was so holy that even the brave warriors of the Israelite tribe wouldn't dare touch it. But the Levites, they were chosen by God himself to carry this sacred treasure into battle. Buckle up, history buffs. So Moses didn't just receive that game-changing chest, he was also handed a blueprint for an epic tent called the Tabernacle. Think of it like God's first mobile home. Whenever the Israelites set up camp, they'd put the Ark right smack in the middle, serving as their spiritual guiding light all the way to the Promised Land. And this isn't just any ordinary artifact, we've got some seriously legendary tales about its mind-blowing power. Get ready for some mind-blowing biblical magic. When Joshua and the Israelites reached the River Jordan, the Levite priests carrying the super important Ark of the Covenant were the first ones to make a splash. Literally. As soon as their feet touched the water's edge, boom. The whole river dried up like a miracle on tap, giving them a clear path forward. This wasn't a one-time thing either. Throughout their battles against the Canaanites, the Ark proved itself as a force to be reckoned with. In fact, when the Israelites were about to take down Jericho, they marched around the city 7 times while carrying the Ark, and then, on the 7th day, they let out one massive shout that brought those city walls tumbling down. The Ark was so powerful that over the years, it kept getting relocated to keep it safe from harm. Imagine this sacred relic, passed down through generations, from Aaron's family to Bethel, then Shiloh, where Levite priests handled it with extreme care. They'd add just one drop of blood on its mercy seat for Atonement Day and keep it concealed from the public eye. The question is, if they guarded it so fiercely, how did this precious item disappear without a trace? Get ready to uncover the dark side of this legendary relic. The Ark wasn't just a prized possession for the Israelites, it was also a hot target. Remember how I told you the Philistines took it from them after a fierce battle? Well, they soon discovered that being the owner of the Ark came with a terrible price tag. Wherever they placed this sacred object, chaos erupted. Think massive rat infestations and people breaking out in gruesome, cancerous growths. But here's the wild part: these terrifying events weren't just random acts of divine wrath. They were actually built-in features designed to keep this powerful artifact out of the wrong hands. Imagine a treasure so powerful that even touching it could mean instant disaster. That's what we're dealing with when it comes to the sacred relic housed inside the Ark, which is strictly off-limits to anyone but Levite priests. The shocking story of Uzzah takes us back to King David's time, where this guy was entrusted with transporting the Ark from Kirjath-Jearim, now Abu Ghosh, to Jerusalem. But in a split second, everything went wrong, literally. When Uzzah placed his hand on the relic to steady it, God's power took action, and he ended up dead. This jaw-dropping tale highlights just how serious and unyielding the rules surrounding this mysterious object are. The Ark's got a solid defense system in place, or so we thought. So where did it go? The last time it shows up in the Bible is during King Hezekiah's reign, but then, poof, it vanishes from the records. For centuries, the Ark called the Temple of Solomon home after its construction. However, some ancient texts, like the Book of Chronicles and Kings, hint that it might have been secretly moved to a mystery location. Still, most stories suggest the Ark stayed put in Solomon's temple until it just disappeared. Get ready for some major revelations about the Ark's whereabouts. So we know it was hanging out during Hezekiah's reign, but after that, total radio silence. Even smart rabbinical scholars can't agree on its new address, but what do archaeologists have to say? Well, their research tells a different story from the one in the Bible. They found evidence suggesting the Ark didn't exactly make a quick exit to Jerusalem like we thought. It happened way later than that. But here's the cool part, they discovered clues pointing to some wild ritual ceremonies happening around the Ark in its old neighborhood. And get this, according to expert Thomas Romer, the Ark might have stuck around Kirjath Jearim till King Josiah's reign. Let's dive deeper into the mystery of the Ark's whereabouts by examining those key passages in Chronicles and Kings. These biblical accounts hint at King Josiah possibly bringing the Ark back to Jerusalem, but we don't know exactly where it came from beforehand, adding more layers to its enigmatic history. Now, some historians believe the siege of Jerusalem in 578 BCE could have marked the Ark's disappearance. The Babylonians took over the city and engaged in destructive raids, making it a prime opportunity for them to seize the powerful relic. However, Ezra's book seems to contradict this theory by not mentioning the Ark as one of the spoils taken during the invasion. The debate's far from over. Some top rabbinical experts claim the Babylonians were the last to get their hands on the Ark, but wait, there's a twist. The second book of Maccabees, penned around 100 BCE, throws in another theory. According to this ancient tale, Prophet Jeremiah banded together with God's warning and cleverly tucked away the Ark in a secret cave, stating its location would remain hidden until the right time, when God decides it's ready to be revealed. But here we are today, still wondering where it really is. Let's dive into the mystery of the Ark's whereabouts. If it really existed and was as massive as described, shouldn't we have found it by now? After all, with today's advanced technology, it should be a piece of cake to locate it. But somehow, this legendary relic remains shrouded in secrecy. That being said, some groundbreaking discoveries were made in 2019 by a team of religious archaeologists in Israel. They stumbled upon the remnants of an ancient temple, approximately 12 miles west of Jerusalem's heart. The centerpiece of this remarkable find was an enormous stone that left everyone buzzing with curiosity. Could this be connected to the Ark? Here's the deal. The temple we're talking about has this super flat feature at its center, matching the biblical description of the rock under the Ark of the Covenant. Scientists believe it's been around for an incredible 100 years, which would make it contemporary to the Temple of Solomon and the Ark's time there. Now, there's a popular theory that the Ark is still hidden beneath the Dome of the Rock in Jerusalem. This iconic Islamic monument stands on the same ground as the original temple. The idea is that secret underground passageways hold the Ark's secrets, but finding them would mean disrespecting a sacred site for millions of Muslims, so it's definitely a delicate situation. Buckle up, folks. We're diving into a wild tale about the Ark of the Covenant, but here's the catch. We can't prove it's real in this video, and that's what makes it so fascinating. In Ethiopia, there's the St. Mary of Zion Cathedral, which claims to house this legendary artifact. The only person who gets to see it, one mysterious guardian sworn to secrecy. Now, some evidence hints that their story might actually be true. Let's explore a crucial piece of that puzzle, the Kebra Nagast, Ethiopia's epic national tale. This ancient text tells us that King Menelik I, the nation's first king, brought the Ark from Jerusalem around 950 BCE. Legend has it that he was no ordinary king. Menelik was the son of King Solomon and Queen Sheba, and he even brought a group of Israelites to Ethiopia on his dad's orders. Talk about a royal mission. The Ark's whereabouts remain one of history's greatest mysteries. Some theories suggest it was returned to a hidden chamber deep within the temple, while others propose it might have been spirited away by another civilization. But here's a wild card. Could it have been moved to a different continent entirely? Share your thoughts on where you think this powerful relic ended up and why. Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button if this video got you pumped up and ready to learn more. And if you're new here, consider joining the squad by subscribing. We've got plenty of exciting educational content waiting for you in our channel.